Good morning, everybody. Just woke out of bed. Whoa. Just rolled out of bed to see this lunch macro. Pretty similar setups yesterday. Here, we sold off in the morning, so 10 o'clock. Let me go over. The first high, which is this one. So from 10:50 to 11:10, that's the first macro. I'd like to see that taken out. Had such a weird dream. Had a dream that I was running with I was carrying something, and I was shoulder pressing it. It was weird. This open 21 391. Wait, what? Oh. Pretty small opening range gap. First presented fair value gap. See how it reacts to it here and sends it lower. See how the bodies are staying open here. Oh. See if we can get in. Connect. Per stop loss. Here. Again, guys, this is paper trading, and Just kind of testing this model out. The reason why I entered is because both the candles and the candles are not closing this bullish for value gap, and they're also respecting the midpoint of this bullish consequent encroachment. That's why I got in the trade, and because the model is from like 1050 through 1110. I want to hunt for a setup that takes this first high out. So it took some initial relative equal highs out right here. And I just want to note that if I had multiple contracts on right now, I would have took a partial. But just to build more confidence in my model, I want to see it pan out. But now that I'm in profit, I'm going to move my stop loss up to profit. That way, if it comes down, I get stopped out. And yeah, like if it comes down, then I get stopped out. But at least I got to get engaged in the trade, and I got to see some run, and I didn't lose any money. That's just how you got to learn. Because it doesn't have to take out that high right now. It can do it in the later lunch macro, which is from 1150 to 1210. But it looks like we're getting pretty close here. And I kind of always had a rule once I'm 70% of the way. So one time I got in right here. Once I'm 70% of the way, then I would take profit. That's another one of my rules. So I'm going to stick to that. Not that I don't think it's not going to take out that high. It's just once you're 70% of the way from your target, if I had multiple positions, then I would have taken either a partial or just close my contract if I'm trading with one contract as I'm doing now. But let's see if it pans out. Like this is how you like learn a model, right? You stick to rules. You stick to rule-based ideas. You don't get too greedy. And it looks like it should. This is live, by the way. This tells you it's live. In my market replay work, you'll see it's like arrows backwards. Excuse me. Oh, God. But yeah. So I'll use this thing. So if I have a target, right? And then I got in like somewhere around like here, I want to say. From this level to here, 75%. Once I've made that, that's either if I'm once I get into trading with multiple contracts, I'm definitely going to shave something off. After I took out these relative equal highs, I would have took something off. And then you guys saw how I put my stop loss in profit. A lot of people don't like doing that. So instead of doing that, you can just take partials, right? Or since I'm a beginner trader, I'll just do both, right? because a lot of people will blow accounts or they'll lose money trying to force this idea to like come true. And so they'll be so stubborn in hitting their target, which again, it doesn't have to do it right now. You can do it later. It doesn't have to do it within this window. But how you hold on to trades is you keep annotating the fair value gaps it's presenting. But yeah, like these models aren't like they're not going to work every single day exactly how they're supposed to. Like they're just something to go off of and kind of aim for. Maybe I aim for the wrong one. Maybe it was this one, but like no, it was definitely this one's the first high. At least in my eyes. Let's see. Just because I closed here doesn't mean I'm like super smart. That's just what you're like a beginner trader should do, you know. Because let's say I held on and then I was up however many dollars and now I'm down. Like I'm down a lot less. Well, while that pans out, I'm gonna go ahead and review the morning. Another sell-off day. That's like 3 back-to-back days where it just goes like straight down. That's good for my setup though, right here. Makes it a lot more simple. But I want to study. So 70% of the time, the midpoint of here gets traded to between 9:30 and 10. Didn't do it today. If you saw my last video, you'll see that it does do it. So I'm pretty much just gonna journal like here every day and then post it on my YouTube, and that's gonna be my journal. So let's see. So let's drop into electronic trading hours. So it took all this liquidity out from the London session, I believe. Just took it out like a madman. An absolute madman. So not being able to reach this, for me, kind of signals weakness. Like if you didn't get into the trade here, like around here, around this setup, that kind of signals weakness to me at least, because it doesn't even have the strength to hit the midpoint of there. And all morning, you kind of just continue to fall. And obviously with the lunch macro model, we want to see some retracement against what's been happening for the day. So if it was going up, I would want to aim for the first low. See how here I was aiming for the first high? If it was going up, I'd want to aim for the first low. But let's see how price treated these levels here. So opening bell is right here. That's the first presenting fair value gap here. Hits it, fails to hit it, comes down, hits the first presenting fair value gap, and just goes. See that? That's why you take contracts off. That's why you're not super greedy. That's why you're not super stubborn, trying to, because this is price action. You got to be in sync with price action. You can't. There has to be rules in place for you to make money. If you don't follow any rules and you just follow like what you feel when you're in a trade, then you're just doing like you're bound to lose money that way, and you just have to work on it. So like so much trading is mental. Let's back into this bullish fair value gap. See if we can get some gap closure here. Yep. Oh, never mind. But yeah, and like on top of that, when I first start trading with real money, it's only going to be one trade a day. So like this trade right here would have been my only trade for the day. And real quick, this is live, like, but before you'll see I had delayed data, so I was behind 10 minutes. So all this history here, this is me trying to figure, like, I was trying to put in orders, but I was 10 minutes behind the live price action. So for me, like, price was here, right? And price was actually in reality 10 minutes to the right, and it could have been up here, and I would buy, and I was like, why is it up here? And price was down here, and I was just so confused. But I bought the live package, the live market package. It's like $7 a month, and now I'm up to date to the second. See if it treats this bullish fair value gap as an aversion fair value gap. Get rid of this level here. But yeah, I hope you guys saw the logic there that I used. So a couple things were kind of lining up. I'm not sure if I'm completely right on this, but well, the only part I'm not sure of is if this swing low is a contributing factor to why price went up. So I'm just starting to learn swing highs and swing lows, but I'm not sure if like, so if a swing low is here, does that mean it's supposed to send price down, or it does it need to be a swing high? Either way, I have a swing high here, I have a swing low here, so I'm just kind of confused. I need to study up on that for sure. But the reason why I took the trade is because this bullish fair value gap right here, the bodies are open for from 1037 to 1048. They fail to close the gap. Consolidation, people are putting orders in. And then I measured out this wick here, and the body stayed above the constant encroachment of that. So that convinced me enough to go long. Going for this target here. And I was over 75% of the way there, so I just closed the contract. I think that might be it for this video. I'm probably going to record the 1400 silver bullet. I might stitch it together. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, guys, we're in this 1400 silver bullet right now. I guess kind of going against the rules. But here's the reason why I took this trade. This bullish fair value gap, the body's come to a screeching halt twice right here. Okay. Balance price that I found here earlier. And the price is gonna run away from balance price like quickly. And so you see it moves away with velocity here. I have one reaction here and it fails to touch it again. And I just took out minor buy side liquidity right here. So technically, if I was trading multiple contracts, I would have closed. I would have took a contract off, but for now, I'm just gonna move the stop to break even. That way, I'm not really risking anything right now. I'm in the trade. Pretty much, I'm paying to see like how the trade pans out, whether I was right or wrong. There's a higher probability that I do get stopped out, but like this is how you should be. This is how you should be like trading when you're first starting off, even if it is fake money. So I've been sitting on this setup like all morning. Didn't do it at this macro. Been aiming for these relative equal highs up here. Just to be clear, when I start trading with real money, I would have took a contract off right here after I took off this minor buy side. Just because like you got to build your confidence when you first start off. This is just like the lowest hanging fruit, right? I got in down here based off of this balanced price and the way it stopped at this bullish fair value gap. I was pretty convinced it's gonna run, and it did. After it got above this bounce price range, kind of moved with some velocity up. Now my stop loss is break even, so if I do get stopped out, didn't lose anything, but at least I got to see the trade. Looks like I was just about. And I'm definitely, let's see if I'm at my 70% rule. 70% profit or more. So I got in here. Yep, looks like we're just about there. Not really interested in being greedy right now. I've met criteria to take my contract off twice, so just gonna close that. And now just watch the trade pan out. So there's probably like, should take it out. If it takes it out, should take it out this next candle or two. I mean, it's been respecting this level here. I believe this is a inversion fair value gap. Oh no, this is a bullish fair value gap from the afternoon session. So you see it respecting it there. My initial target was right here. But I'm really interested in seeing how it treats this buy side liquidity here. So this is like major buy side right here, here. Really interested in seeing how if it makes its way up there, and if it does, how does it do it? So you got some more consolidation on the top half. Okay. See, that's why you take like partials, because you don't want to be like if you're up, right? First of all, I got in the trade here. I would have took a partial here, or but if this was my terminus, right? Terminus meaning like my target, which is right here. And I got in down here. Where does it tell me where I got in at? Okay. Oh, so maybe I didn't. So maybe I tricked myself, because I was thinking I got in down here, but really I got in like right here. So either way, I got in right here, right? That price, that little blue arrow right there, that's where my order got filled. Okay, so from here to my target, I made it 75% of the way. More. I made it almost all the way. Let's see where I sold. And I sold there. Literally, like, that's following your rules to a T. To a T. That's following your rules. My rules is that if I make it 70% of the way there, then I'm going to take some off. Or in this case, I'm only trading with one contract, so I close the whole contract. And look how it pans out. Look how well that serves. Look how well that rule serves you. Instead of being greedy and saying, oh, I really want it to take this level out. I really need it to, or else I don't know what I'm doing. I would say the opposite is true. If you don't take anything off, then you don't know what you're doing. Because price does this often. It'll almost give it to you. Just how it did in the lunch model. Same thing. I was more than 70% of the way, took profit, and it did just exactly this. So now there's something I'm doing wrong, right? Maybe I'm not waiting for the right macros. 1450. Let's see what it does here. Gotta get to lunch soon, though. So just a reminder, guys, this is paper trading. I'm not gonna have a lot of time to get in front of the charts live, so I take like some days off, but I'm definitely gonna try and man, this is getting out of hand. Okay. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of shit going on right now. So from here, 181 to it's like a 30 handle run, I think. So we're coming up on 1450. And this is how you start off. You start off with little wins. Little wins add up. And reinforcing your good habits adds up. And just going and testing your model, like, just adds up. probably in a year from now, I'll be able to do this with so much confidence that I would have bought down here and fucking like if it comes up here, I would have just sold. Like it just takes time. Like this is the beginning. Now where I'm gonna go looks very different than what I'm doing now. This is how a beginner trader should trade. I mean, in my opinion. Like why would I be so stubborn? This is my target. My price, the price is right here. Why would I be so stubborn to like not take profit even though I've made 75% gain? Like just doesn't really make sense. That's why you gotta kind of like mature your mindset and realize that it's just gonna take time to get to that level, just like in anything else. So let's see what it does here. This is major buy side right here. Oh, sorry, it's right here. I'll see how it pans out. I'm about to go get lunch in a little bit. I'll record for the next 9 minutes that I have, and that'll be it. Real quick, because I recorded a video right before this, around this time, and like I didn't get into a trade, as you can see, but I was going over the lunch macro, so let me just review that really quick. Okay, so the lunch macro, one more time. So you come up, so it's sold off right during the day. So you go 10 o'clock, and you walk over, and you find the first high. Technically, it's this, but for me, I was going for. Technically, this is it. This is what I should have been aiming for, but I was looking for a little bit more like low hanging fruit, so I just chose here. I just chose here, and so at 10 from 1050 to 1010, there's a macro that happened at Hunts. So maybe I did this wrong and got lucky, but just wait till you see what happens next. So I bought here. What did I buy here? Sold here because I made it 70% of the way. I showed that in the first clip. I don't know why I'm saying clip. I showed that earlier in the day. So I made it 70% of the way and took profit. And then look, price fell down. So I was right to take profit. And then it goes on. And then the next macro, 1150, the next lunch macro is 1150 to 1210. And look. So if I had just waited, right, instead of trying to, get here, get in here, I could have waited for this right here. Boom. And boom, takes it out. Takes this out right here. It's technically, yeah, it's this one right here. This is like the first high you see when you go walk after 10. During the next lunch macro, from 1150 to 1210, takes it out. Like clockwork. And you would have had to hold on. If you got in early here, you would have to hold on, but it would have happened. You would have had to experience some drawdown. Or if you got in down here, you would have been 70% of the way, so you would have took profit and not had to experience this drawdown. But the point is to build confidence, to hold on to all this price run, so that we can ultimately get some huge runs getting in here, getting out here. It's a lot of fucking handles. But when I say handles, I mean like numbers. Like one handle is like $1 to me. Okay. We're officially in that time, right? We're in that time. So you need to constantly be like, you can't have every single fair value gap annotated, right? It's too much. But keep in mind this level here, how it's respecting this level, and how it's respecting this level. So that's two cool little signatures you could use. But yeah, this is a pretty. I mean, the market in general recently has been really unhealthy, but today it's running like smooth. Like it's not super super crazy, right? It's kind of gyrating up and down, up and down. It's not like going nothing like super crazy is happening, except for like this in the morning, just drop down. Let's see, it was yesterday a large handle day. Let me see. Okay, so yesterday was a large candle day. So on large candle days, you want to avoid the morning session, because although this looks probably to like someone who's new, although this looks super profitable, like, oh my god, look at all this that you missed, look at all this short run that you missed, look at all this sell side run that you missed. Yeah, that's cool, but I'm not like, yeah, people made a lot of money here for sure, but when price is one-sided, like, it's too hard to like kind of predict where it's gonna go back up to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like okay, you sold, but then when do you close the contract? I like seeing like price move around these levels here. I don't know. I guess you don't know if you're new like me, or newer than me. If you're newer than me, then you're new. Like, I'm pretty new. So if you're newer than me, then you're an infantile. That's cool. You're all going to start somewhere. I mean, I just started doing this. I just started really looking at price in November. It's been 3 months. And I'm paper trading now. So that's pretty fast. Like, that's actually like pretty fast. It's not like terrible. I mean, some people start paper trading like a week or two in. And I think that's ridiculous. Because me, even after 3 months, I barely have the confidence to like push the button. Right. And that's only because my teacher has like badass models that work. ICT. Saying you guys should go watch ICT shit. But yeah, put it this way, like, I started looking at price in November. I just got live data a couple days ago, but I've been doing market replay for a while, since November. So I'm not super like lost. I'm just not comfortable with live price action yet. Like, the waiting game is pretty new to me because market replay is so fast. So see if we can keep this gap open. Man, I really wish I could see this pan out. But I think I'm just stop the video right now. Like, I took my 2 trades. Like, this is my journal for the day. Like, I'm gonna review these trades. How I felt during I honestly felt pretty confident during like this run right here. I felt pretty confident because of the bounce price range I had annotated, but I took it off. But yeah, I'm not gonna add more to this video. It's already gonna be like 40 minutes long. And yeah, but definitely looking for some major buy side activity. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something, or not. I don't know. Peace.